I love when they do those things because it reminds me of Tales from the Crypt. Very nostalgic. The finger. Oh, I think this is the one with the guy. Yeah, the new guy.
My name is Clark Wilson, and I gotta say, there's some pretty weird shit going on.
Did Greg Nicotero direct all of these? Because so far, the first 2 episodes.
But I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so let me start over. Take this lock, for instance. This used to be new once. It had a purpose. It was useful once, and now it's been forsaken. Kind of like me, if you want to get right down to it. Now, I had this friend once. Now, he claimed that if you fed this dog some weed in a rolling paper, it would poop out a perfectly rolled joint. Never really believed that story, but actually, come to think of it, you're probably not going to believe this story either. The last thing I expected that night was to get the finger. For real. Job prospects suck. Abandoned by my so-called family 3 years ago. I got this house when Samantha divorced me. I got the crap house, the shit mortgage, the lamentable car, and a career in web design. Which is a cute way of saying I'm mostly unemployed. No. Fuck!
Is Harrow's gonna ignite the finger? Harrow's brings it life.
That's noteworthy. You, my friend, are a keeper.
Is Harrow's beer gonna have like an effect on every episode?
This is a call from a debt collector.
Why don't you just fucking die? Die, you fucking vampires! Don't you just wish you could make them suffer? Suffer the way they've made you suffer? Samantha eventually needed someone who could do more than get things off a high shelf. Her idiot son Ricky stole my car and tried to hawk it. Her daughter once offered me a blowjob to keep quiet about her meth habit. And the fact that her latest fiance was doing time for murder. It's the American dream, right? Domestic bliss. Let me call you back.
Where did the finger go? Is it in there? Very cool how they're doing that. Did it grow into 2 fingers?
Holy hell.
That is not a normal... It looks like a thumb and a finger now. That's creepy.
And within 24 hours, I had myself a whole arm.
What is it? Is it like a vampire? That makes sense now because he looked in the beginning.
I could wait a little while longer.
Have a whole person. A little while longer. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Something I had saved abandoned me.
Does it come back? What the hell? I'm pretty sure this is the beginning of the episode. What is it?
What the holy hell?
It's like an alien with the tail and stuff. Ooh, and it's got hair. It probably murdered somebody.
That's a heart.
We have ourselves a situation. Samantha Brown Delmar was your ex-wife, correct?
Did it kill his ex-wife?
That went on for like 20 more minutes.
She actually passed away.
Oh, dear God, no.
Do you need us to call anybody?
Bitch didn't even have any contacts. That's how much everyone hated her. But I was scared. I needed to sort this the fuck out. They're gonna come back. There'll be excuses, alibis, lies. Little shits.
What about the alien in your freezer? Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's in his head.
a little flash. Don't be scared. So what do I call you? Bob? Yeah, you like that? Bob.
Now let's not go tearing anyone else's heart out tonight.
God, I would not be rubbing it that close to teeth.
So much better.
I'm almost wondering if that thing isn't even real, and if he's doing the murdering and thinks that's really there.
Turns out that Bob likes long-form multi-art television dramas. You know, soap opera writ large.
This is so weird.
And popcorn. He really likes popcorn. Yeah.
This is a call from a debt collector. This call may be recorded.
Fuck
for
off,
quality
you
assurance.
Nazi bitch!
Your account is
Fuck off and leave me alone!
Is he gonna go kill the debt collector now?
I threw that away last night, didn't I?
Yeah. Now he
Bob's little
killed the debt
offering to me.
collector.
You know how to fetch, don't you?
Just Christmas.
Hey, goddammit!
Oh, now this guy's dead.
Hey, fuck you, asshole!
Well, fuck you too, you fuckity fuck.
Bob's gonna see it because he yelled.
So Bob went out last night and he brought back the truck balls. And he brought back the guy's real balls as well.
It's him.
I had to look up testicles
There
to
is
find
no
out what they
Bob.
were made
It's
of.
him doing everything.
Basically fibrous tissue. Not nearly as tough, I assume, as a heart muscle. And then Bob just disappeared. Bob! Bob? Bob?
What the hell is going on? And he's covered in blood.
I didn't recognize this one at first. That
Is it a tongue? I was gonna say it's a tongue.
This is a call from a debt collector. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. Your account is important to us.
It was her. The Nazi bitch. Bob fly all the way to a call center in Texas, Georgia, India. Just like I said, the nice police persons came back for the pictures of Samantha's kids, Shannon and Ricky. Shannon and Ricky, who now, just as naturally, cannot be found.
You got something in your shirt.
Oh, yeah. That's just a...
Red sauce, you know, bolognese. Because Bob had opted for another one of his day trips.
He killed the stepkids?
Bob? What?
Oh
That's
my-
terrific, Bob.
Killed the kids.
That's just great. Now, if I take those all the way across town and drop them in the ocean, you're just gonna bring them right back here, aren't you? Just great.
He's gonna pound their heads up? Dear God. There is blood going everywhere. I don't think there's ever been a Bob, guys. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know this story.
All he wanted was to eliminate anyone who hurt me. Isn't that love? I didn't do those things. Bob did those things. All I did was find this finger. And this finger grew into this little critter called Bob. I already knew you weren't going to believe this story. How many people annoy you? Do you ever really run out of candidates? It's just a matter of time. You know Bob. If he wants to come in, he'll come in. Bob loves me.
That was some good acting. And there's the finger. Good night to you, big man. I thought that was another very good episode, guys. Better than episode 1. I wasn't too into the first part of episode 1. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't amazing. In this second episode, I liked both parts. It reminded me of Shapeshifters from Love, Death, and Robots. If you guys haven't seen, I've reacted to every Love, Death, and Robots that was on Netflix. I think it's 17 episodes. One of them was Shapeshifters, which was army guys that basically turned into werewolves. It reminded me of that, but very, very cool how they were basically facing certain death. A lot of these episodes take directions you didn't think would happen. I would say almost every part of every episode has surprised me in little ways. I thought the girl was going to unleash and murder them all in the cell, and the guy was going to then get attacked by them once they turned or something like that. But no, the girl actually dies. She turns them, and they attacked all of the soldiers and then killed the guy, which I thought would happen. But they do take interesting turns that you don't see coming. I love the aspect of war and werewolves. I don't know, something about it on the battlefield just seems cool. The second one, I love that actor. DJ Quills was in Supernatural. He's in The New Guy. He's a very interesting looking character. Like, he doesn't fit. He's always plays like the gangly, awkward, nerdy like guy like that. So in this, I'm willing to bet he was a serial killer. That is where 99% of my money goes. There is a slim chance that Bob is real, and it's one of those things like where they want you to believe he's crazy, but it isn't, and it really is there. But I highly doubt that. I think he is just a crazy person and fabricated this alien Bob because he was super lonely, nothing's going right for him, his wife left him, and he went around murdering everybody. Unless Bob is a super advanced creature that could psychically connect with DJ Quills and murder everyone he wants. Like, he even said in the insane asylum, he's like, how many people annoy you in a day? Like, so what, did Bob know psychically who everyone was? I mean, granted, he heard telephone calls and he was talking about the ex-wife, but we clearly got the okay that DJ Quills was murdering all these people. Very cool episodes. I also think they got better on the Creeper, the practical effects guy that kind of intros the episodes. I feel like the practical effects jumped up from episode 1. Like, he looked more realistic in this. In the first episode, it did look pretty cheap. Like, at certain points, and he was like, cheap practical effects. Like, I could have almost made that. But it does seem like the practical effects jumped up in this. I don't know, maybe they started using more of a budget towards the end. They didn't want to waste it all on the first episode. I don't know. I don't know what order they filmed these in. Just because it's episode 2 doesn't mean it was filmed in that order. They could have been filmed any which way they want because each one is a standalone film, but both were good. So comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.